Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. This is Marilyn Gale. Listen, guys, I'm going to bring you something that I usually don't talk about. I think I talked about it once before, and I never really went into it again. And that's the 90-day fiance and the 90-day fiance before the 90 days. Now, before I get started, let me just remind anyone who have not subscribed to my channel, you can do that now and click the notification bell. Okay. So listen, guys, I hardly ever talk about this. However, I find myself searching for it, especially when I got bored because of what's going on right now in the world. But for those who have never watched this, basically people, okay, couples meet on a dating site, and sometimes it's a dating site that offer people from other countries, other parts of the world to connect together, to hook up. Now, it's usually someone who wants to come to the United States. Now, the hookup after talking, sometimes talking online for years to meet that someone. And that's what this series is all about. Meeting that person to see if they mesh, and the one of them will relocate. Now, one of them will have to relocate if they want to continue the relationship. But first they go visit that person and decide what they want to do afterwards. Now, today I just want to address Ed Brown, or better known as Big Ed, although he stands about 4'11", which he lied to Rosemarie-Vega, telling her he was 5'2", like she was. So Ed, okay, I'm not being judgmental. I'm just stating what was said. Ed has not been with a woman in about 20 years or more, 20 years plus, if I'm not mistaken. He has one adult daughter, which is older than Rosemarie. I think about 6-7 years older than Rosemarie. And Rosemarie is 23 or 24. And she has a son, which is 4 years old. His name is Prince. Okay. So Ed, he had been sending her stuff, and I found out later he has been sending her some money. And, Ed is from, let me just say this. He is from San Diego, California. And so he goes to the Philippines to see Rose. Now, to me, it is so apparent that Ed knows nothing about women and how to relate to them. When meeting Rose and taking her out to dinner, he asked her to take an STD test. She got so offended and says he does not respect her as a girlfriend. And in essence, he's telling her she's not clean. That's the way she feels about it. Now, when she forgives him after she ghosts him for a while, they go back to his hotel room. He gives her a robe and tells her to take a shower. Now, my thing is, did he touch any water? Because it looks to me, he had been out all day. They had been to a restaurant. I didn't see him take a shower, but he gives her a robe and tells her to hit the water. Okay. Now, and he makes sure that she's clean. But is he? Referring back to the STD test, he didn't want to take one in the Philippines. And he said that in the confessional that he didn't trust taking a test there. Oh, but she can take a test there. I get it. I get it, Ed. And that he would take one when he got to the United States. I find that Ed is very controlling, very judgmental. He should know better and do better because he's been bullied in the past. He can dish it out, but he can't take it. Okay. Now, let's get back to Rose and him in the hotel room. Okay, now, while Rose is taking a shower, Ed orders some champagne. He knocks on the door. And it looks to me like he opens it before she even comes in. Now, how do he know that she was dressed, or did he want a sneak a peek? Now, he leads Rose to the bed and gives her a glass of champagne and opens up her robe. Like open up take your robe off. And he just, oh, wow, I like what I see, in other words. And he said he will give her the best foot massage. Her leg, let me put it this way. He want to massage her foot. And he says it's the best foot massage that she would ever have. Then he asked her, guys, to shave her legs because her legs look like his, hairy. She tells him, shave your beard and I'll shave my legs. Go on, Rose, tell him. Because he looking like Wolfman, but, he want her legs to be smooth. Okay. Now, we all know what Ed is leading up to. He wants to get her liquored up and relax so she can do the do, knock the boots, get it on, whatever. Well, I guess it worked. Because the next day, he said in the confessional that they made love and he was looking forward to happening again. Do you have to get somebody liquored up, Ed, in order for them to have sex with you? Come on now. Because at the same time, the producers asked Rose, did they have sex that night? And she said that they said good night and went to sleep. And then she kind of laughed again. To me, that's a giveaway. Yeah, they had sex. Okay, now, that day, they go together to Rose's house where she lives with her sister. Her sister has a store, and they live behind the store. So Ed is kind of apprehensive to meet Rose's sister. He can't even look her in the eye because before he came to the Philippines, the sister asked him for money via email. And he didn't know whether Rose was in on it or not. Okay, now I'm going to say something, and I'm not trying to be mean or anything. And the fact that he's 54 and Rose is 23, 24, the fact that he even admit that he's not satisfied with his looks, and that's him, he admitted to this. And Ed, that is why you were sending her gifts and money. Because, guys, take this under consideration. I'll say man or woman that start out giving you money in gifts, they're not confident. So in essence, they want to buy your love. But see, that's a dangerous kind of thing because in buying your love, you got to keep on. You got to keep on. You can't buy their love, and when you think you got it, when you think you in safe territory, then now you're going to cut everything off. No, you was giving her money in the get-go. You was sending her gifts in the get-go, at the get-go, around the get-go. You know how the saying goes. But anyway, you was doing that before, so baby, you have to continue. Okay. Before they get to her neighborhood, he asks Rose if she has air conditioning. She tells him, well, she has fan, because if you seen the episode, they were walking down where, vendors was out selling things, and he was sweating like a pig. He was saying like it was 100 degrees. So you guys know he cannot stand the heat. Okay, so let me get back to the dinner. Okay, they have a dinner, and, it looked like they threw the dinner for Ed. And the father comes in a little late. And, let me get back to this. Let me just say this real quick. When they get out of the cab and Rose see her son, and her son runs to her and everything, and he turns to Ed and calls him daddy and hugs, and that freaks Ed out. But you could tell that Ed wants to go along with it because he wants the son to to like him. You know, when your kid loves someone, that seems to open up things for yourself, especially if your child is a minor. Okay, back to the air condition. She says she has a fan. And so we know that, like I said, we know that Ed got to have air conditioning, got to have it. So when he gets out of the cab and after he meets, he notices his surroundings, that, Rose is in a poverty-stricken part of Philippines. And by his expression, to me, he just, okay, guys, if you've ever traveled and you go to out there where the people are, you're going to see the good neighborhoods, but you're going to see the poverty-stricken neighborhoods too. So he looks around and he just seems so judgmental about where she lives. He's not satisfied. He's pointing out this and that. Why are you pointing it out to Rose? She know where she come from. I have never heard her try to seeing where she came from or try to glorify where she came from. In fact, I don't even see a part, and this might have been off camera, where she even described where she lived, unless I missed that part of it. But then he admits to her that he's scared. Okay, he's pointing out they don't have a front door, that is covers of CD covers hung in like the doorway, and that's their front door. There's no windows, and there's a chicken in the house. He's sitting up, the family and him and the father sitting across from him, and he points out, is that a chicken? You know that's a chicken. When we saw it, we know that's a chicken egg. And then he act like he don't want to eat the food. He asks for, do you have anything to drink? When he gets his food, he feeding his food to the chicken. Okay. To me, that's being judgmental. Okay, he's a photographer. He lives in San Diego. He's a photographer. He makes good money. And by the gifts and by the money he's spending, it look like Ed's doing all right. But don't judge what she has or what she have not. Because for them to surprise them with a dinner, they earned their hard-up money. They use their hard-earned money to provide the meal, and he looked like he don't want to eat it. He just fed the chicken. And then he asks Rose's father, does he mind that Rose date him because he's a year older than him? And then he laughs, and then Rose kind of laughed, nervous laugh. The father looked at him. He wasn't impressed. He wasn't impressed with Rose's choice of men. And I don't know whether the explanation maybe or the translation got lost, but he wasn't having it. Now, are they still together? I don't have any idea. Now, one source says that they're together and that they're very happy. And in fact, I think it was him that said they're very happy and that he bought a bigger house. Some say the bigger house he bought was because his mother moved in with him. Another source says that Rose is with a woman. And another source that she's with a guy by the same name. Let me try to pronounce this. Ihe. Whether it's a man or woman, the name is Ihe. Now, when I thought about that, how she says she wants to marry him previously, and that he says she's his queen and she says he's her king. Are they getting paid? Now, it was reported they get $1,000 to $1,500 an episode. And can be paid close to $15,000 for a 12 episode season. So that may be, she knows that she wants a better life. So that money could help all parties involved. I think the only one that really doesn't need it is Ed. Listen, I don't think Ed is a bad guy. But he's very judgmental about others. I think he tries to call others' shortcoming out when he has a crap load of shortcomings himself. He would be offended if someone called him out the way he calls other people out, the way he calls other people's looks out, with the hairy legs and the STD tests and chickens in the living room and CD covers on the door and curtains to make it, just everything that he's just judging. But he would be very offended if someone judged him in the manner he's judging. Like I said, I don't know whether Ed and Rose are still together, whether they're engaged or what. I guess we're going to have to watch the episodes to get more information. All I know is Ed is a trip, and I personally wouldn't put up with his controlling ways. Bottom line, Ed doesn't know how to love. Do I think Rose would marry him to improve her way of life? Yeah, I do. However, I do think that she would be nice to him. Now, on the other hand, Ed would lose his temper because he wasn't even in Philippines, I don't think, a full 24 hours before he snapped at Rose because he was hot and he wanted to leave. And he got mad. Well, okay, this part, guys, I think I would have got offended too if I was Ed. He's buying certain things, and, he asked the vendor, how much it is. And Rose, he takes out his wallet and opens it, and Rose just helps herself to the money and then tell the vendor, keep the change. He said, keep the change. And it didn't amount, oh gosh, it didn't amount to much, just like if we was to buy something, just an example, if we were to buy something and it was $9.95 and we give them a 10, nobody got change or whatever, and we tell them to keep the change. I think that's what it equate to. But Rose, I know you want a better life. I know you want to come to America. And a lot of spots, San Diego is beautiful. You're right there by the ocean. Beautiful. But is it worth it, girlfriend? I say, heck to the no. No. It is not worth it because this man is going to rule over you. He is going to rule over you because that is what he's doing now. And he think because he give you this, that, and the other, that he can control you. That's exactly is what's happening. And although he sent a lot of things, he says equates to about $5,000 before he even left the United States to Philippines. And because of the remote town that she lives in, she may not even have gotten the things yet. It is not worth it. He thinks, and let me tell you this. When I know someone that a guy gives her this, that, the other, money, take her out to dinner, just showers her with flowers, candy, whatever. But that is his way of keeping her in check, controlling the relationship. That is his way. You gonna do what I say. And I think if Rose moves to San Diego, if they are together, which I doubt, I don't know if they are together, he's not going to hand her a lot of money to do this, that, and the other. He's going to buy what he thinks that she needs. In no way is she going to have, in my opinion, any control of any money that he has. Do you think he gonna give her a debit card off of their account? Ooh, that would surprise the heck out of me. No, he's not gonna do that. She's not gonna have control of any other finances. Like I said, he gonna buy what he thinks she needs or she wants, whether she needed or wanted. The Napoleon complex is real. And he has it up, down, and sideways. Like I said, he wants to control everything. He wants to control the hair on her legs. And he wants to make sure she's not a nasty girl. Well, nobody wants to marry a nasty girl or guy. But to come right out and say, you know what, you're gonna take a STD test? Oh no, unless you come out and say, you know what, we live in different parts of the world. We have no clue about each other's past or whatever. Not really. Let's both take one. So both of us would have peace of mind. I think that would have been a better way to come out with it. But he says he haven't had sex in over 20 years. And I believe that, but basically, how do we know for sure? He could be lying. But he says that he took a test when he came back to the United States and he's clean. I believe it because you have to have, well, I won't go into that because there are extenuating circumstances, so I won't go to what I was getting ready to say. So guys, it's so much I can say about this, but you know what? This couple was very interesting. And like I said, if he just was so judgmental of where she lives. At least the sister got a business. I don't know how it's thriving because she asked Ed for some money. But at least she's trying to do something. They just not sitting on their butt now and letting circumstances be the circumstances. But Rose is very, when he asked her certain questions, is not, oh, you should have seen her expressions about the STD and about, she throw it back to him, okay? You shave your beard. I'll shave my legs because your beard hurt me. Ouch. And the facial expressions that she have is like priceless. But anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it right there. The episodes are of 90 Day Fiance and 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. That can be seen on TLC. And those of you that don't have TLC, I think you can go on the TLC YouTube channel. I think they will, I don't know whether it's the whole episodes. I didn't research that, but you can get little clips if it's not of the different ones that's on that series. Go check out Ed and Rose. The Rose she cracked me up with them expressions. You know how she turned her nose and her mouth out like, It is priceless. So like I said, I'll leave you there. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me. Thank all my subscribers and viewers. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you next time. Good night.